Hey, sweet friends, welcome back to At Home with Kay. I am Kay. This is your happy place for all things crafty, cozy, and creative. Today, I'm going to be doing a nice little thrift flip. I got this table from my sister, and I have been saying I was going to do it for a while, and then all of a sudden today, I said, I'm going to go outside and sand that table. And yes, I said outside. When I first got this sander, I used it inside and I got some really reprimanding comments that you're never supposed to do this inside. Thank you for that, because I'm a beginner at all these things and I just didn't know. I just got the sander and started sanding. So today I'm out here sanding this table, and it's not a very easy job to do because, I'm just not real familiar with it. And that inner marble part there comes out. And as you can see, I dropped it and it cracked a little bit. But I am going to take that out and finish sanding this. And I will let you guys see it when it's all sanded, because the legs at the bottom is going to be really tricky to sand those. It has four, I believe it has 4 or 5 legs on this table. Yeah, and here I am just continuing to sand. And this is what it looks like after I finally got it all sanded. This is, I didn't get all of the varnish off, but most of it. And now I wiped it down with a wet paper towel, and I'm going to paint it with this pink paint that I got from the store. I'm Kay, guys, and I've been doing crafts for a couple years now, and I love making crafts that are beautiful and most of all budget friendly. No stress, no pressure, just pure crafting joy. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and let's keep the creativity flowing here on At Home with Kay. I love this pink color because it's not just like a baby pink, but it has like another undertone, kind of a peachy pink undertone. It's my favorite. And I am going to paint this table. It took, I want to say, 3 to 4 coats. After painting this, I know why people use paint sprayers, because the coverage is so much better and it just doesn't take as long. But I don't have a paint sprayer right now, so I'm just going to continue to go around and paint this table and try to cover up all of the areas that need to be covered. And then for that center little marble piece that I have, I'm going to paint it the checkered style. Yeah, I'm going to paint it that way and try to give it that Mackenzie Childs flair that I love so much. And I'm just in my kitchen painting. I got one of those round plastic tablecloths from Dollar Tree, and I just put that down on the floor, and then if anything spills, I can just wipe it up. But I'm just in my little kitchen painting this table. And I can see why it's so important to try and get all of that varnish off, because the paint does not want to stick really well to those areas. I did sand them up a little bit, but some of it is still there. So I believe that's why I'm going to have to do 4 coats on this table, because just to get the paint to stick, it was a little bit challenging. And what I'm going to do as well is I am going to do the edges of the table in gold, and on the legs, they're just where the legs have the joints of the legs. I'm going to put gold on there as well. So it's going to be pink, white, and gold. Those are the 3 colors that I'm going to be using. Okay, so here we are with this marble piece, and I hate that I let it fall a little bit, but it has like a backing on the back, so it didn't fall apart. So I'm just gonna paint this white first. I sanded it a little bit too because it's so shiny. I wanted to make sure the paint would stick. So I sanded it a little bit, and now I'm adding this paint, and it's gonna stick on here quite well. You can see that little crack right there on the side, and the paint is going down in that crack. So what happened was, when I went to put this back inside the table, it was actually hard to fit it in there because that paint got in the crack and it dried. So it was almost like it was too big to fit into its space as it was in there before. But I made it work. You'll see at the end of the video. So now I'm going to take my pink paint, the same pink that I used on the table, the wooden part of the table, and I'm going to start making my checks. Usually I draw lines, but this time I think I'm just going to make little squares and just eyeball it. I love relaxing and just making these little squares, and it usually turns out okay. I'm sure Mackenzie Childs would chuckle at my rendition of some of their projects, but it is what it is. This is the way. This is Kay's way, I guess. So I'm just gonna continue to make these little squares of pink, and I will show you what it looks like shortly. So I'm going to finish putting all of the pink squares on here, and then I'm going to put a coat of Mod Podge on top so it will conceal it, some waterproof Mod Podge, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end of the video. And here's a little table. It's still wet, but I finally got it to go in there. Part of it is still sticking out slightly, but you can't really tell. But I think it's so cute, and I'm going to put it in the living room with a vase of flowers on top. And there you have it, guys. Another fantastic DIY on a budget. And please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And also hit the notification bell so that you never miss a video. And I didn't know if I wanted the plain vase or the striped vase on the table. So I just switched it out, and then maybe I'll switch it back. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for crafting with me today. And until next time, stay creative, stay happy, and always be the sunshine.